Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time, my name is Cynthia and I'm going to be talking about my plants. Today I'm going to be sharing my Monstera collection. As some of you may have noticed, if you follow me on Instagram, I do enjoy having some Monstera. Monsteras are definitely one of my favorite families. I do have a couple of different types of Monstera. Let me just go ahead and show you. So the first one I'm going to share is this Monstera CELTA Picanha. I love the pattern on the little leaves. I do have a very small one, but I love that it's, you know, trailing and it's very dainty and cute. I hope that it'll give me more growth this spring. I did get this at a plant swap, so it was just like a small cutting when I got it. And I love how cute and I mean, it's gotten way bigger than when I first got it. So I think it's just like really cute, and I love the leaves. So pretty. So different too. Next up, I have my saddest looking Monstera. It's my Monstera Peru. I literally have 3 leaves and this one's about to die. It's yellow, but it's really pretty. I'm thinking of maybe cutting it back and maybe it'll give me more growth, or it'll start to put out more growth on different points, because that's what I did with this one. It was literally just one strand, but it did struggle and it hasn't really given me much growth, but it is really pretty. So hopefully it'll grow this season. Next up, I want to share this guy. This is my Monstera Deliciosa. I got this guy, I think, at Lowe's a while back. It's a very young plant. It doesn't have that many split leaves. It was a bigger plant, and I did separate it and I did share it. So I'm hoping that it'll give me more growth. It does have a lot of growth points, and hopefully maybe I will give it a moss pole or something for it to grow up on, and maybe that will help it out. I don't know. But out of all my Monstera, this is the one that kind of struggles. It puts out leaves, but they're always like tiny ones. I think it might need more light. Maybe it's just unhappy where it is. So maybe I have to move it to a different spot. Next up is my Monstera Adansonii. I got this guy as a small cutting or starter plant on Let Go from a planty person, and then after that we became like Instagram friends, and this guy just grows so well for me. And for anybody that has ever gotten any cuttings from me at a plant swap, this is the mother plant. At the moment she's short because I'm currently propagating this for upcoming plant swaps, hopefully. And this guy is just so beautiful. Look at those leaves. I love that this one specifically has these wide leaves. I do have another Monstera Adansonii, but she's on the struggle bus. My other Monstera Adansonii, I don't know, as soon as the temperatures changed, she didn't like it at all. She started to yellow, all her bottom leaves started yellowing, and she was having a fit or something. I think it's because she's in a ceramic planter, and that's maybe one of the reasons why she's struggling, because maybe her soil stayed more moist than it should have. So I mean, I pruned it and now she's, you know, hopefully getting better, but I just didn't bring her over here because I didn't have any more space. Plus she's not looking that cute, but look at this one. Next up is this Monstera Variegata. This is the more like a cream variegation, and I love that every leaf has really good variegation. It's not just like one block. Like this one's the one that has the most cream variegation, but all the rest have it kind of like dispersed, and I think that's just like really beautiful. It looks marled in a way. I did take a cutting from this, so I'm hoping that it'll grow and I could share it with my friends. And you could see, can you see? Right there, it has 2 new growth points right here and right here. I hope you could see that. So hopefully this spring or summer I'll start to trail along, and I just think it's so beautiful. I love that this guy has these style leaves. It's just so pretty and it looks way different than any of the other ones. I did buy this, I did get this from Thailand a while back. I remember when I ordered this, it was relatively cheap. I know these can go for like a pretty penny now, but if you could get your hands on one, I would suggest you do. They're really beautiful. And I know there's 2 types of variegation, this more creamy yellow one, and then there's the like white elbow style variegation that also looks really pretty. Next up, I want to share this guy. This is a variegated Monstera that I think is reverting, maybe. So this Monstera, I don't know if you guys have seen my houseplant tour. I'll link it if you guys haven't, because I did a 3-part to my houseplant tour because I do have a lot of plants. And in that video, you could see that this was just 1 leaf, and it was, I think it was not even rooted at all when I did that video, I want to say. But this guy is fully rooted now, and I love the variegation on it, but the variegation is very little. Like it's just that part in this leaf, and then the new leaf that came out is solid green. I still love this plant, and I won this in a giveaway on Instagram from the Houseplant Plant Club, and I will forever cherish this plant because it's like my good luck. But it hasn't done much growth. It hasn't given me much growth, I mean. There is a new leaf coming in. I don't know if you could tell, and we'll see if, you know, the variegation will continue or if it'll just be solid green. Regardless, I wouldn't mind. I love this plant, and I hope that it grows a lot. I'm like so hopeful for spring, you guys. I don't know if you've noticed, like this winter, a lot of plants like slowed down. I live in California, so it's not like crazy cold here. I know there's places where it snows and stuff, but it has gotten pretty cold for us. And I have noticed some of my plants are still growing and some are like, no, I'm waiting till spring or summer or whatever. Up next is my Monstera Tonic Constellation. This guy has 6 leaves, and this is the newest leaf. This previous leaf, I think it's so special, and it has this really pretty like creamy white variegation right here. Since this is the newest leaf, the next leaf will come after this one. It's just interesting that some come out without the splits. I bought this guy a while back. I ordered this from Thailand from New Life Tropicals a long time ago, before I even started making videos, or before that was even a thought. And I got this guy for $50, which sounds like a lot maybe for some people, but if you're a hobbyist and you've been looking for one, you know that you can't find that anymore. It's unheard of now. Like, the prices have gone up so much. I'm so glad that I got this when I did. And when I first got this, it only had like maybe 3 leaves, maybe 3 leaves or something, but it's grown a lot. And I don't know if you can tell right there, it's putting out a new root, aerial root right here. So it's trying to sustain itself. So I'm assuming it'll, you know, give me a lot of growth this spring. I'm like so hopeful, just because it's such a beautiful plant. Okay, let's move on. Up next, I have this Monstera. This is the REO Variegation, which is like the yellow variegation. Some are lighter and some are more like a pale green. You can see this one and this one. It's a little bit more creamy here. This one has definitely become like one of my top favorites. I'm probably gonna say that about all of my plants. But I love that when the new leaves come out, it looks like a solid color, and then eventually like it either like darkens or lightens depending on like how the leaf comes out. But it's just so pretty. It's like I think people call it like Polaroid variegation, where it just like all of a sudden pops out into like the variegation that it's gonna have, and it lightens up. I just think it's like so beautiful. I noticed when I first bought this, not a lot of people were into this variegation. Everybody was either like super interested in the Albo variegation or like the Thai. But I just thought it's so pretty. And what do you guys think? I just think it's so pretty. This next one that I'm gonna share is this cutting. Actually, it's huge. When I bought this, I was really hopeful, and I ended up having to chop off some of the stem because it started to rot. And I was like so scared, because you know, for anyone that has looked for a Albo Monstera, they're not easy to find. So when I found this, I jumped on it, and then I was like so hopeful that I could get it to root. And once it started to rot, I was like so scared and concerned. But luckily in the last month, I want to say sometime in December, this baby started to give me roots. So you could see there all the roots that it's giving me now. I put this rubber band on it because since it's so like top heavy, this helps it from like not falling out of here. So it's giving me all these new roots, and I'm really excited for its future now. I was so scared, but hopefully, you know, I'll have an actual large plant someday. I just think it's so pretty. And next up, I have this Albo Variegated Monstera, and this is a baby. I got this from my friend for free. I was gonna buy this off of him, and when I went to pick it up, I guess he noticed that it started to rot, and he had to cut half of the stem. Like the stem was much longer, and he had to cut it. So he felt bad charging me. So he said, you know, if I could save it, that I should try. So I'm trying to save this guy, and the leaves are so beautiful and bright. It hasn't done much of anything, but I'm glad that the leaves are doing well. Like, they're not browning. It did have another leaf when I first got it, and that leaf started to brown a lot, so I took it off. So I'm hoping that it'll give me some growth. I told my friend that if this, you know, grew into something, that, you know, he's the first one to get a cutting from this, because he just was so like kind and gave this to me, because he was like, I mean, he was selling it, you know, and then he just gave it to me. It was like the nicest thing anyone has done, you know, and I just think it's so beautiful. But yeah, plant friends are literally the best. So I do have another Monstera, and it's a Tonic Constellation, and it's in my living room, and it's really heavy. So I didn't bring that in here, but If anything, I'll just insert a picture or something so you guys can see it. I do have that one staked because I have hopes that that will grow up a stake, maybe. I recently shared it on my Instagram. If you guys follow me there, then you know which one I'm talking about. If you don't follow me, I'm at the Plant Babies or the Plant BBZ on Instagram. And you guys could check her out there too. So that's it for my Monstera. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section and let me know what other type of videos you would like to see. I want to try to be consistent or like put out content that you guys actually want to watch. So just leave me a message in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Bye.